a man who was classified as the best archer, the most legendary runner, and the Prophet said he is the best walker in the whole Islam. Salama ibn al-Akwa. Salama ibn al-Akwa was born in one of those tribes who live on the borders of Mecca. He converted to Islam in the 6th year of Hijrah when he was walking the desert. He saw a wolf trying to hunt a deer. He went after the wolf to rescue the deer until he heard the wolf objecting and shouting at him, Allah has provided me this deer and now you are trying to take the deer from me. He looked at the wolf and said, what is happening here? The wolf is talking to me. The wolf looked at him and told him, I am not the only odd thing right here. You people are more odd than me. You have the Prophet calling you to the guidance and you still here talking to me about the deer. Once he heard these words from the wolf, he immediately traveled to the Prophet. In the same year in which he converted to Islam, he was a great hero of a prominent battle happened in midnight in the boundaries of Medina. Once he was leaving Medina in midnight with a horse and a servant, and he received a report from the servant of Abdurrahman ibn Auf that the knights of Ghatafan, led by Uwayn ibn Hisn, stole the camels of the Prophet and they killed the guard. During this time it was a great insult to steal the camels of someone. So he climbed the mountain of Sal' and he started shouting for 3 times, oh morning, oh morning, oh morning. And it was a way to inform and to warn anyone that there's an emergency. And then he vanished himself between the trees on the mountain and he started showering them with the arrows, shouting, take it and die, I am Ibn al-Akwa, take it and die, I am Ibn al-Akwa, until he led all of them in front of him, showering them with arrows. And after he ran out of arrows, he started throwing the rocks over them. Just Salama ibn al-Akwa against 40 knights, going after them, driving them across the desert. They all running and screaming of fear because of this ghost who hunt them until the Prophet arrived with a lot of knights, 500 knights. Among them was Abu Qatada. They killed some of these knights and they seized the rest of them. When the Prophet heard about the heroic action done by Salama ibn al-Akwa, he said, our best knight is Abu Qatada and our best walker is Salama ibn al-Akwa. And he rewarded him with 2 shares of the spoils, a share of a knight and a share of a walker. On their way back to Medina, some knight of the Ansar wanted to raise a competition between the Sahaba. He shouted to them all, is there anyone who raised me towards Medina? And then he looked at the Prophet and he told him, permit me to start the race. The Prophet gave him the permission. Salama ibn al-Akwa participated in the challenge, but not with a horse. He participated in the challenge running between the horses. At first, he ran normally, and then he took a deep breath and he sprinted towards Medina until he reached Medina before all the knights who were competing him. About Salama ibn al-Akwa, he was a companion with a great knowledge. Everyone was traveling to him to seek knowledge from him. He was a pious man, a godly man. And after the Prophet's death and after the caliphate of Abu Bakr and the caliphate of Umar, during the caliphate of Uthman ibn Affan, who was a mufti among the people who give legal verdict, fatwa in Medina, people were going to him to ask about their religion. And after the assassination of Uthman ibn Affan, he left Medina before the civil war and he was located in a place called Al-Rabada, away from Medina. He married a lady. She gave him children. He lived there until the year 74 of Hijrah. A couple of nights before his death, he wanted to return to Medina. He returned to Medina. He felt sick and he died in his 90s. And until nowadays, he is mentioned in the books of history as the legendary companion.